we talking about all men when we say this?
It's very simple.
In general,
because men are trying to play women's sports now, so times are changing.
Sorry, you said what? Men are trying to
playing women's sports these days, so times are changing.
Yeah, because women live life on easy mode, which brings me back to my point. Yeah, like the bottom line is this: women live life on easy mode, and their accomplishments are not as important as a man's accomplishments because a woman doesn't have to be accomplished to be attractive. So that's why I say getting advice from a woman could be valid, but their perspective isn't as valid because it's extremely limited because they don't go through the same trials and tribulations that men do.
Different.
So in general, most women are not in a position to dispense advice to you as a man about life. For example, if I have 20,000 women, I could put them in the military and have them go fight. But what's better, 20,000 women in infantry or 20,000 men in infantry? The men are going to be better.
Wakanda forever. You would have 0 if it wasn't for women. You would have no men or women.
It was a woman already. That's not the argument. What I'm saying is that just because something is capable does not mean that it's optimal. So if I want the best advice as a man, I'm going to go deal with another man and talk to him about that because more than likely our experiences are going to align. Women a lot of the times don't have the same experience. So she's got to be an exceptional female a lot of the times to be in a position to give me advice as a man because women don't live the same existence as men and women live life on easy mode.
So you're basically saying there's a gray area.
Why are
I just don't think that's true.
Because they can't compete in men's sports, so they're going to the women's sports.
Yes, but why? Hold on. That's the point. That proves my point even more. Yeah. Why are guys switching their gender over to compete in female sports? Because they know that women are physically inferior, they're slower, they're weaker, they're not as good at athletic capability and coordination, etc. And the men go over there and they absolutely destroy them, even though they're on testosterone suppressants, they're getting their hormones blocked, and they're still fucking women up. So if that doesn't prove that women live life on easy mode, even when it comes to the concept of sports and athletics and competition, I don't know what does. If you take chess players, you take Formula 1 drivers, there's no strength difference.
So you're telling me,
I get your point.
I got a question. I got a real serious question. So you're telling me if a woman who is trying her hardest, who has been training her whole life on this athletic sport, is losing to a grown man, I don't care about that music. If you're telling me that a woman that worked her whole life off to do whatever sport and a grown man comes in and does that sport against her and wins, it's because she was on easy mode, or like that's crazy.
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on.
You're absolutely tripping because I know bitches that can hoop you and dunk on you all day. But if I'm go ahead. I'll let you say what you gotta say.
Look, if you win the retard Olympics, it doesn't matter because you're still a fucking retard. Okay? If you win the WNBA,
but we're not talking about retard Olympics. We're talking about real sports.
That's what I'm trying to say. If you win a WNBA championship, it's irrelevant because you won a WNBA championship. You didn't win an NBA championship at the highest level.
But you got men coming in women WNBA championships. So now what are you saying?
Hold on. That is my point.
Are you upset? No, don't get upset.
No, I'm not upset.
Be logical.
I'm just literally astonished by your level of stupidity. What I'm saying is that women have their own leagues and they must play in easy mode because they're inferior to men in almost every physical.
That doesn't mean I need those stats work. You always have that. You tell me this must be now.
Let me help you with this. So he's saying easy mode, and I think you have a problem with easy mode. Correct. Candace Parker probably whooped my ass at basketball. But an average NBA player who transitioned to become a woman would be the MVP of the WNBA.
Yeah,
that's my point.
But how does that mean that the women is on easy mode because somebody you got Shaquille O'Neal want to put a wig on and play NBA, play WNBA. Now women is on easy mode because you got
compared to men. It's significally easier.
I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna wait for the stats to come out.
You don't like the description of easy mode, but like generally, in general, and again, I'm not saying this to denigrate women, but the fastest woman in the world is slower than than a high school sprinter in Texas.
Yes, but she probably
does that mean that she's on easy mode? Or are we gonna go to science and talk about the way her body is?
You're stuck on the term easy mode. Get off the term easy mode.
Help me.
Easier. Would that work? Does easier work?
No.
But what does that have to do with sports?
She has to put in the same amount of work.
It's the same training.
We're not saying that she doesn't have to put in the same amount of work.
What are you saying?
Actually, she does not put the same amount of work in because men can train at a way higher capacity for far longer.
You talk about capacity versus easy mode.
So, no, but that's what I'm trying to say. She's trying to say they put in the same amount of work. No, they don't.
So because your Xbox got more space than my Xbox, I'm on easy mode.
What if we go to the next question?
My capacity isn't as big as yours.
No.
Your life is not as big as mine.
An average man can come into your sport and win. An average man.
Are you aware that Serena Williams lost to like the 200 ranked guy when he was hungover?
But that's a guy versus a girl.
A woman at the pinnacle.
But are you saying? But was that on easy mode or was a guy coming into a girl's sport and should have been playing with a guy? What happened if he played a guy though?
For Serena Williams to compete against other women in general, the women's sport is easier than it is for men in a vacuum. You disagree?
I don't disagree, but I'm just trying to understand why if I'm a man And I know my capacity. Why won't I just play tennis with a man? Why am I playing with Serena Williams?
You're trying to. We're using hypotheticals, and you're not paying attention to what we're saying. What we're saying is it's easy. I know
it's funny y'all get to use hypotheticals when y'all want to, but then when y'all asking us a question, no, we're using stats. CDC Atlanta.
It was misinterpreted in that they had said easy mode at one point, but I don't think they actually mean that women are competing in.
I think I'm just stuck on the easy mode thing. You're probably right. I'm gonna let it go.
Look. Female sports in general is easy mode because it's the easiest level of human accomplishment and endeavor. Am I a tennis player? I'm not a tennis player.
But that's easy mode.
I'm not a tennis player.
You're an average guy. You said an average guy would hang up, bro.
I didn't say an average guy. I said a guy ranked 200. See, here, hold on. Look.
Go ahead.
We're gonna have this discussion. Okay, you want to actually have a conversation here? You need to pay attention to what we're saying. Okay, because I was very explicit and I said the 200 ranked guy hungover beat Serena Williams. Don't just take part of what I'm saying and throw out the others because everything matters in context.
What you be doing?
Because you're just arguing to argue now at this point.
I'm just trying to use the logic and try to pinpoint the points.
Because I have respect for what you're saying because I'm actually writing down the stupidity that you're saying so I can actually rebut it. So if you're gonna go ahead and make a comment,
let me get a notepad.
Pay attention.
Let me get a notepad.
Hold on, stop. See, you're just talking to talk.
No, I'm not. I'm asking for a notepad. So
okay, we'll give it to you. We probably won't write anything anyway. But the point I'm trying to make is this. If you're going to go ahead and argue something against me, listen to what the fuck I say and then actually rebut what I said. Don't go ahead and make a general statement off something that I didn't say. What I'm simply saying is that women's sports in itself is easy mode.
I just still don't understand how. So I'm going to stay dumb. I'm going to just be dumb because I don't understand how. We just go ahead and
do not understand that even if a man goes in, transgender, right? Mm-hmm. Goes in there, takes hormone suppressants, etc., limits himself, he still is better than 99% of the women in that sport. If that doesn't prove that females have it on easy mode, I don't know what does.
Transformers are faster than cars on the street.
There we go. And apparently she just won the argument with a transformer. Incredible. Checkmate.
And I got
this is what I mean when I say that you just literally proved my point now that women don't have to make it through life and be competent whatsoever. You literally just embarrass yourself.
That's because men don't evaluate it.
You can't embarrass me.
No, you embarrass yourself.
Can we try like a different thing? Because sports is just one of the characteristics here. I just try to be as objective as possible here. A yacht in Monaco. This is to say there's a $40 million yacht out there. Mm-hmm. And we're all partying in Monaco, whatever. The likelihood of me getting on the yacht versus the likelihood of a woman getting on the yacht. What's higher?
This guy's making sense.
Me. Oh, that makes sense.
It's more likely a woman.
All of us is getting on the yacht before any of y'all get on the yacht.
And you realize that he's about to set you up for another L, right?
That's fine. Let's go. I'm ready.
The thing is, in order for me to get invited on the yacht, I have to do something exceptional.
Like making $500 million a year.
$500 million a year or whatever. Yeah. Or even have a yacht that pulls up next to your yacht and it's just as big and I join you. Or I have to have 50 girls with me versus one guy to get on the yacht. Yeah. Or I have to have business deals, maybe B2B business where I work with the guys who own the yacht. Do you see the accomplishments I need to make to get on the yacht versus the accomplishments you need to make to get on the yacht? Does that make sense?
I think I spelled accomplishments wrong, but yes.
I have a question. Wouldn't it be like men have it on easy mode because y'all are more naturally physically inclined, so women have to work against their nature?
But the problem is we have to compete against other men. No, right. I understand what you're saying. Like we're stronger, but we also have to compete against other men.
The average man has 0 bodies.
Yes. So, but which is even more proof. Those are the people left behind.
You're doing
surplus
good, bro.
men. But you understand?
Really
so
it all depends on what category we're talking about.
But it's the men who are sexless are proof that men competing with other men makes our arena more difficult. The sexual floor for a woman, there's a great book on this called Why Women Have Sex by David Buss and Sydney Messon. With the floor for a woman on average, even if she's very unattractive, is above 1. She can have sex. The girl at the trailer park who's obese will still have sexual partners. A guy who has nothing going for him, is below average in height, and makes, say, less than $39,000 a year, if he doesn't take drastic steps to improve his life, he will go the remainder of his life. Granted, he doesn't pay for a prostitute. He will have no sex. Yeah. And that's not, by the way, that's not conjecture. He will legitimately have no sexual encounters whatsoever.
Got you. You're